I thought maybe we could make some gingerbread houses and then go ice skating and eat some cookie dough, and maybe we can even hold hands. Okay, so maybe we're not going to do any of those things, but what if we instead go to an estate sale, and then we'll head to the Goodwill Bins, where I actually got in trouble for filming, and an antique mall, and possibly an additional thrift store. We'll do a thrift haul at the end. So how about that? Hey everyone, I hope you guys are having a great day today. I should be home listing a bunch of stuff I have in my apartment, but instead I'm headed to Seattle to hit the Goodwill Bins and 3 estate sales. I did pick up that little tiny hand-tooled coin purse. I think it was like $2. Just a bunch of really random stuff. But you see, like, each of those napkin rings, the carved napkin rings, were $3 a piece. So although I like random stuff, I thought this estate sales prices were just a bit high. Oh, that crocodile purse though was so cool. And then I spotted these. So it was a nesting set of copper candy mixing bowls. And I think I got those for $12. And I got that whole pile of scarves for $1.50 a piece. This was their second day and they still had a ton of stuff. Kind of cool. So I'm in downtown Seattle now. I just left that estate sale and I decided to skip the other 2 estate sales. I looked at the pictures, they weren't that impressive. So I am on my way to the Goodwill Bins now, where you know, as a reseller, you always have the best luck. So anyways, heading there through downtown Seattle. We're coming up on Pike Place Market, which is probably the most famous landmark in Seattle. Year-round, thousands of tourists come for all of the great stuff that you can find at Pike Place. Not only do they have all kinds of local farmers that come and set up shop and sell the freshest produce and vegetables and fruits, but there's all kinds of really cute little shops, it's actually a great place to come and do some Christmas shopping. Unfortunately, I didn't wear a coat today, so, and it's really chilly, so I won't be headed to Pike Place Market. I mean, we'll see. Maybe I'll decide I want to go, but I think Pike Place and downtown Seattle is kind of a you know, an all-day activity on its own, but it's really a lot of fun, and you can eat your way through Pike Place. There's all kinds of really great food stalls as well.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy
So I totally got a little bit stir crazy yesterday. And wait, what day was yesterday? Oh no, I worked at the store. Anyways, I got stir crazy today. I decided to head to Puyallup in one of my favorite antique malls ever, called the 3rd Street Antique Mall. It's really huge, and I have been shopping here well before I ever opened my own brick and mortar store. And surprisingly, I always find some good deals. This case always has the coolest items in it. Not priced for resale, but really fun to look at. Just really cool little objects of art. And I don't know what it is about crocodile and alligator purses that are so attractive to women. You'd kind of think they would be creepy, but I don't know. I just dig them. And what was that? So this is one of my favorite stalls. It doesn't look like much at first glance, but I have never walked away empty-handed here. I always find something that is really interesting to me. Really like that monkey on a pole. Look at all the ships. These are just so charming. $4.75 for that. And aren't these salt and pepper shakers really cool? They were priced at $15, which is too high as a reseller. But if I were in the market, I would have totally bought them for myself. Ooh, and then I saw these. And I'm like, $7.50 for both of these? Yeah, they're coming home with me. And I really like this little print, but it wasn't in very good shape. I don't know what had happened to it. And that was just really pretty. I don't think it was old, but I love that it had that design on the inside and that crackly red finish. And the mirror, look how cool that mirror is. $12. I don't know. I really liked it. Ooh, what is that? That is so ugly that it's cool. It's like somebody's first attempt at a glass bottle. Ooh, see? You always have to look up and down. And I actually like that dice clock right there from Reno, Nevada. But surprisingly, there was a ton of these online for sale. So I passed on it. I don't know, I think it kind of would have been cool for the store. I think I could have sold it there. So I hope you've had a festive holiday season. It is drawing to a close. Actually, it's really not drawing to a close. I don't even know why I said that. I'm just a cotton-headed Ninny Muggins. So if you have ever been to the Goodwill Bins, you know that it is not for the faint of heart. And I don't know why I don't bring gloves, but I really need to bring some gloves with me because when I leave, my hands just feel so grubby. But it is, although I wouldn't want to go like every week, when I do go, I always find some really great stuff. So let me show you what I found. So I was noticing this guy had this quilt in his cart and I was kind of admiring it. And then on the way out, I actually found one of my own. So I found this beautiful quilt. Look at that. This is just so much work. I've already washed it, so it's nice and laundered. But what I love about it is this is all fabric from the 1940s. Yeah, so I think it was made in the 1940s with this beautiful textiles. You know, I'm such a sucker for textiles, and it is just so cool. I really love it. The backing is just plain, but that's really common for quilts. But it's so pretty, and I'm definitely going to list it online, but I'm going to see what they're running for. I'm so happy that quilts are back in style because I loved quilts when I was younger, and I had a few of my own, and I don't know what happened to them. I think I just let them go. So anyways, wonderful find at the Bins. The other find at the Bins is this amazing hand-tooled leather purse. It is not perfect. It's kind of like gapping right here at the sides, and I don't know if it's just meant to be tucked under like that. And I think it needs like a metal clasp right here because this kind of is a little tough to get this in here. But this is so beautiful, and I found it at the Bins. So in our area, I went to the Seattle one, which is huge. They charge $1.79 per pound. So that could actually get a little bit expensive. But like this purse, I don't know, it probably cost me maybe like $5. I also found this vintage baby dress. It's just so sweet. It's got this smocked top and these little short sleeves and this scallop detail, and it's just adorable. And I just couldn't leave it behind. I mean, this probably cost me maybe $1, if even that. And I recently sold a pink silk, I mean, it was pristine, a silk baby dress, and somebody bought it for their baby's first birthday. And so I'm hoping that somebody will appreciate this. It's in amazing condition. It snaps up the back. And this was made by hand, so it doesn't have a tag in the back, but I don't know. What do you think? I'm thinking that it would fit like 12 months to 18 months. Another vintagey item, and this is also a repurposed piece, is this jacket. So what makes this jacket cool? It's made out of an old chenille quilt. Look at that. That's amazing. So it's so cool and it's so different. I just think it's so charming. And right now, like people that are repurposing quilts to make into jackets and coats. Actually, I even think like Anthropology has some online, and they are not cheap. They're really expensive. Like if I knew how to sew, I would totally make a quilt jacket. So this isn't a quilt jacket, but it's very close. And then I found this really large tapestry or textile. You know, if it was any shorter, I would say, oh, there's two pieces. No, it's just one piece, but it's a really, really long piece. But it looks like, you know, if I knew any better, I would say it's part of a sari. But my gosh, look how long it is. So I've had really good luck with Indian textiles. So I'm hoping this one will do well, and maybe somebody could tell me what this is used for. I mean, it could still be a sari and then you would just wrap it around yourself, right? But like I said, look, this is a ton of material. So I also took a trip to my local Goodwill one night when I was kind of squirrely and I wanted to get out. And I found this like gigantic Tiki Glass. So I didn't know this, but there are people who collect Tiki items. And so when I saw this, I nabbed it. I think I paid like $4. These aren't hugely valuable, but I think they retail for about $25. So that's what I'm going to market for online. And then I also got this really pretty, very boho carved wood bowl. You know how I always love my boxes and my wood boxes, and so I just thought that was really pretty, and I picked it up for $4, and I think I will put it online, and I'll probably put maybe like 20. I picked up this Mexican hand-painted fish. I've sold a lot of like Mexican like textiles and some art pieces. I've never sold like anything like this that's like hand painted. I've sold some Talavera pottery that's like more muted tones, but I thought this was super pretty, super cute, very boho, very tropical, and I paid $3 at my local thrift store. So I love going to that 3rd Street Antique Mall because I never leave empty-handed. And what's interesting, just like a lot of the other malls I go to, I always wind up gravitating to particular booths where I know if I dig hard enough, I'm going to find some really good treasures at prices that I can actually, you know, handle as a reseller. And this was no exception. So I bought this. It is a blown glass jar. It isn't perfect, which honestly just makes it even more quirky. You know when it's hand blown, when it has like a little, like almost like raw spot of glass at the bottom, that's called a pontile, and that's where they actually stuck the metal tube to actually blow the glass, and then they seal it. So it's so unusual. You know, I think this one, I think I'll just take this to the store. I don't know what I paid for it. It wasn't very much, but I just kind of liked it. It's just super funky, and I feel like it's kind of got a boho feel to it. So anyways, somebody will like it. These are really boho. So look at these. Like, those are so cool. They're hand painted, and that is a peacock, I think. And look at the detail. Like, the detail is really amazing. These are brass, as you can see, and they're a set, and I think I only paid like maybe like $9 for these, but they are so pretty, and I will definitely put these online, and I will probably put maybe like $35 on them because of just all the detail. In that same booth, I picked up a set of brass candlesticks. So these are super nice. And I only paid $5. $5 for these. So that was such a steal. I mean, you would pay $5 for these in my local Goodwill. So that was really a great buy. And then this one actually came from my local Goodwill. And I looked at it and looked at it, and then I decided I couldn't leave it behind. I can't tell if that's glass or some kind of lucite, but it's a green Buddha on this dais. And I don't know, I just liked him so much. I just love this green glass, and that it doesn't look perfect, although, and there's no markings on the bottom. The price tag's on there, so I paid $5 for him. And I've always had really good luck with Buddhas, both in the store and online. So I don't know, maybe I'll take him to the store and we'll put him online and we'll just see who buys them first. This guy is super cool. He has such a minimalist look to him. And this is, I'm gonna say this is onyx. Onyx marble? Maybe marble, but he's heavy. And whenever you want to know of something, I think it is marble because it's cool to the touch. It's very, very cool to the touch, almost like it was sitting outside. So I love this look. I think I tried to look this up because, you know, the kind of the bad thing about these particular figures like this is that Home Goods and like Ross, like companies started reproducing them. And so a lot of times it's really hard to tell if something is an original or if it's something just mass produced that's been selling at Home Goods. And so this doesn't have any markings on the bottom, but still, you know, it's hard for me to tell whether, again, this is an original or if this was a mass-produced piece. The challenge of being a reseller, I'm telling you. Trying to find information on stuff is sometimes like going down a rabbit hole. I also picked up this wooden ship. So this obviously is going to the store because I am not shipping this. This is so delicate with all this string all the way around it that's securing the mass. But I picked it up because, again, my store is in a nautical town, and anytime I've ever brought in ships, they've always sold. And that booth actually had like 4 or 5 of them, but my hands were full, and it was like upstairs, and I grabbed this one and I left the other ones behind, but I'll probably go back and get the other ones because I think, oh gosh, I think I may have paid like $11 for this, which is a really good deal. Are you ready for a tour of my vintage Christmas collection? Then I traveled through the 7 layers of the candy cane forest, through the swirly whirly sea of gumdrops, and then I walked through the Lincoln Tunnel. Oh, son of a nutcracker! So I hope you continue to enjoy the holidays right through the end of the year and beyond. And if you get a chance to go junking, I hope the junking gods are with you and you find some fabulous stuff. And otherwise, I will see you next week.